He was wrong. We feel that he should have got involved. It should have overturned the decision. There are some elements of, subjectivity in a lot of tackles, but some just stand out and we have to get involved. And what we need to do is not only acknowledge that we should have got involved, but also take the learning from that. And there's a contact that does have a detrimental effect on a player, or one that has, an element of endangering the safety of the opponent. And they're the ones we have to step in on. And we'll acknowledge where we get those wrong, take the learning, try to reduce those errors as much.
What was your post-match analysis with the referee and on-field officials of that?
VAR controversy erupts again as Webb's review reignites debate. The debate over VAR has once again taken center stage following fresh scrutiny of a controversial decision in Manchester United's narrow 1-0 victory over Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. What should have been remembered as a tightly contested Premier League clash has instead been overshadowed by renewed questions about officiating standards and the reliability of football's most debated technology. At the heart of the storm is a contentious moment inside Chelsea's penalty area, where Manchester United appeared to have a strong claim for a spot kick after a challenge went unpunished. Despite protests from players and immediate reactions from fans, the on-field decision stood and crucially, VAR chose not to intervene. That call has since become the focal point of widespread criticism. In the aftermath, refereeing authorities reviewed the incident, with Howard Webb offering insight into the decision-making process. While not framed in sensational terms, the acknowledgement that the situation merited closer scrutiny has been enough to fuel intense discussion. For many observers, it reinforces a growing perception that VAR is struggling to deliver the consistency and clarity it was designed to. Pundits and former players have not held back. Critics argue that incidents like this undermine trust in officiating, particularly when technology intended to eliminate clear and obvious errors fails to act in high-stakes moments. The frustration is not limited to one side. Chelsea, too, had their own grievances from the match, further highlighting the sense that inconsistency remains a league-wide issue. What makes this episode particularly significant is its timing. As the season progresses and margins tighten, every decision carries increased weight. A missed penalty or incorrect call can have ripple effects on league standings, European qualification, and even title races. In that context, even a single controversial moment can feel magnified. Supporters of VAR maintain that, despite its flaws, the system has improved overall decision accuracy. However, critics counter that its inconsistent application and the lack of transparency in how decisions are reached continues to create confusion rather than clarity. The phrase "clear and obvious error," which underpins VAR intervention, remains a subjective threshold that often divides opinion. Ultimately, this latest controversy serves as another reminder that football is still grappling with how best to integrate technology into the human element of officiating. While VAR was introduced to reduce controversy, moments like this suggest it has instead reshaped it. As scrutiny intensifies, pressure is mounting on officials to refine both the use of VAR and the communication surrounding it. Until then, debates like this are unlikely to fade because in modern football, the biggest talking points are no longer just about goals scored, but decisions made.